Okay, so we are going to have our reactor area down here. I'll probably set it in right back here, and it's actually going to be a 9 by 9 by 7. So what I'm going to go with to start off. We almost have enough iron. What we need to start doing is producing graphite, and I could do it with coal. That would be easy. But I need to start producing wood. So we're going to go downstairs real quick. I should have done this off camera. I apologize. And we're going to make a farming station. Okay, I'm going to need 2 pulsating crystals. That's not a big deal, I don't think. I'll have to make some more pulsating iron. Not a big deal. We'll use it eventually, and we can, once we get this reactor up and running, we can turn this Enderman spawner on full blast, so I'm not too worried about it. We're almost done producing electrical steel. Something I need to do is I need to go ahead and automate some of these processes. I also need to set up a separate sag mill that is just for producing alloys. Probably be a good move. I'm in the middle of trying to make a vibrant capacitor, which I should be able to do now. Awesome. It's going to give us 25,000 RF storage. Now I'm curious, I've never tried this. Are these multi-block? Doesn't look like it. We're going to need this for our reactor later, so might as well go ahead and do it. Now if I make another basic capacitor, which I think I can probably do, and I should be able to do that. Yes. Now with that, if I take this guy and put these guys in there, now I can make a vibrant capacitor out of that. No. This one. I'll need 2 more octadic capacitors. So at the moment I'm going to hold off on that. Those things are expensive. Means I would need 4 more double layers, and that would be 16 more basic capacitors, which I might be able to do. Just to run through, because I've done this off camera and it's not that interesting. But basic capacitor, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 double layers and 1 octadic. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing my math wrong. I know I am. But then I can go, let's just do capacitor. Double layer. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then octadic, which I'll need to make 1, 2. There we go. 1. And I'm out of vibrant alloy. Of course I am. I need more ender pearls. And that'll happen as soon as we get power going. So I'm going to need, for the farming station, pulsating crystals, which is pulsating iron nuggets around one of those guys. Dang it. There we go. We've got plenty of diamonds now. I'll need one of these guys, and then one of these guys, and then I'll need the Z-Logic controller, so that. Do silicon, 1 redstone, and 2 solarium. Gonna have to be really careful editing my videos because I'm coughing a lot. Alright, and this guy will be done in just a second. We'll have our farming station. Perfect. Alright, this guy's power system isn't too difficult, but I am gonna need let's go with an iron axe. I don't think I'll need an iron hoe, but we'll go with it just in case. We will also need some saplings to get started. I've got 2 extra caches up here, but I'll need some more of these. Yeah, 4 caches should do. Then I'll need item conduit. So I've got an alloy smelter. I also have a Stirling generator somewhere. I want this thing to be pretty self-sufficient, if it's at all possible. There it is. And we'll get the octadic capacitor for that thing. Awesome. So that wasn't a complete waste. What we need to do now is we need to go outside. Okay, this should be enough room here to get started. I do believe that the farming station needs to be on the same level. So let's do this, and then we'll go inside here and make us a little room. Okay, so we need to get power and items in and out. Let's go ahead. Got alloy smelter and Stirling generator. So generator here, alloy smelter here. Let's turn that around. That's not what I want to do. Okay, we got that going. Let's get a double layer capacitor if we got one and toss that in the alloy smelter. I do have one. I'll take you, and we'll dump this stuff off. We're also going to need a bunch more of this. 18 should be fine. We'll also need some item conduit. This stuff. 1, 2. Yeah, that should be more than enough to do what we need to do here. The way I want this to work, I want you to have a double layer capacitor. Insert, and that should only put wood in there. And insert should only put charcoal in there. Okay, so we need some more space, please. Okay, so let's run this line. And let's get some power going to our farming station and fill it up with saplings. Alright. Let's get a watering can and speed this up, and I think I will come back to you when I've got some stuff to sort it out. Okay, this is pretty much it. I am kind of running into a power problem, but I don't want to solve it with this. Now we're going to make this self-sufficient. This thing is going to be an in-out. We're going to... Actually, no, it's just going to be an in. Insert, and we're going to do blue This is going to be an in out. In out, we'll do this on blue. So that when this thing runs out of coal, we'll start using charcoal. Right, we're extract on green and insert on brown, right? Yes. Now I think I've got the max area here now. And if I do something like, I don't know, this, should make it so that all of these trees can grow just fine. I want to make sure that this works correctly before I really... it's not locking. I don't remember if I need to shift right click or what. I really need that thing to lock though. Those are locked. As soon as I get another sapling, I'll lock that other one, and we'll sit here and watch that go, and we'll connect this to our ME system from the back here. Really, the only two I care to keep track of are the logs and the charcoal, and that should fit just fine on the cable we already have running, so that we aren't going too crazy on our ME system, because we have two. I'll just need two more storage buses, which shouldn't be that big of a deal to make. So let me get that stuck together, and we'll finish that in just a second. Okay, so I seem to be running a little bit low on cable. I've got my tunnel dug, I've got my storage buses made. I just need some... This stuff is pretty cheap to make. Let's see how much Fluix I actually have. That might actually do. The only downside to using this is it doesn't actually show the channels that are being used. There we go. This should go and say 8 of 8 channels being used, and when I go to search, let's say charcoal, we see it right here. And actually I'm going to take one of these, and we're going to say oak. Take one of these. Oh man. We'll make this pretty later. So currently harvesting oak wood. So we take this and do that, and on this one and do that. That ensures that any charcoal or anything that I put into the system goes into those caches. And we can increase the size of these caches later if we find that we're not keeping enough of these things on hand. So that's good. If I really wanted to, I could put a dense cable on here. I'm not to that point yet. We need a sheep farm to get wool for these. Yeah, let's go outside and see how we're doing. It looks like I've got it self-sufficient. If I come in here, let's just check. Getting pretty low on... Not really pretty low, but we're okay. We're doing okay on that. Okay, that's gonna extract on blue, and it will. Perfect. Okay. I think we're good here. This thing is gonna be working overtime. There's no way it broke that axe already. Yes, it did. Okay, so maybe what I need to do... cool thing about this is it will apply enchants to an item, so if I can get unbreaking on a diamond axe, not really what I wanted on this, but okay. And I probably have some books somewhere that I could have made that work. Ooh, did you see that? Bam. Okay, so now we just put that in there. I don't want that going in there. I really don't care about wood ash. I don't even... Is that like a random drop from a tree? I don't know. I'm doing okay on diamonds, so I don't mind using a diamond axe. That's fine. Okay. I want to make sure that saplings get put in here. I'm afraid that... Yeah, no, see, that's not what I want happening. Now it's locked. We should not be seeing saplings go into there. Maybe I should make a filter and blacklist it. Really, the short version would be to make sure that that cache was closer to the alloy smelter. I think I'll just make a thing. I mean, it's really not necessary because once, you know what I can do? Insert priority 1 for those. That should stop that from happening. Okay, so now we have this going. Let's see if we can automate some graphite for the time being. Let's see, and I think all I need to do is do a control. No, it's shift and right click gets me that. So that being said, if I take this into here, we'll see if that will work from the storage bus. But I've got to turn this back to furnace only. Let's see what kind of a dent we're making in our dust. Ores. Not bad. Dust. Got lots of flux dust. That's not what I was looking for. Pulverized. Okay, that's cool. How are we doing on iron? Oh yeah, we got lots of iron. And it looks like we're making graphite now. Yeah, 24 graphite. That's perfect. Because next we need to start making reactor casings. And while that's working, I'm going to clear this out and go down because we need an 11 by 11 by... let's see, 11 by 11... by 9. That's what we need. Oh, that was really the wrong spot to do that. Okay, so I'll see you guys back after I get this cleared up. You know, for the time being, I may stick with a much smaller reactor. I'm going to need more than this, though. More than 3 high. The wider you make these reactors, the more efficient they are. So let's take this down a level. This is going to be a long episode, guys. I apologize. Like I said, we're trying to move faster so that we get more done this season before our world crashes. Oh, wow. Lighting in here won't really matter that much. Okay, so now I'm going to have to take it down a couple more levels, I think. Okay, now we got some room cleared out, and I've got, let's see, I've got 16 torches, right? So, yeah, so that's 11. And then it should be the same way this way. It's not. That was 13. No. What's going on here? Alright, so there's center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually what I wanted, though, because I wanted this space to be empty. So if I go from here, yes, perfect. It's going to be full from front to back, I think, here to there, and then we'll have actually, I think I'm going to push this wall back one, so that I can have a walkway in front. I don't need to get behind the reactor. So I guess I'll clear this wall out and be back in a minute. Okay, perfect. So now we need, alright, so we're going to have an 11 by 11 by, let's see, what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, so that's going to give me a 9 by 9 by 5 inside. It's not bad. Not a bad start for a reactor. Okay, let's lay out the frame. We're going to need... I did that wrong, because I do want this thing right up against the back here. We'll lay this out like this. Okay, that's done. Now we just need to fill in the area. Okay, that's cool. Next is going to be the walls, which I guess this wall right here we could just do out of casings. Okay. There's that. I don't know why, but I don't think 401 reactor casings was going to be enough. Well, let's see what we got. We need to make some reactor glass, which is just this, then this, and this. Start with 2 stacks. See how that does for us. I don't think it's going to be enough. It's hard to tell sometimes, especially when you suck at math like I do. Yeah, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Okay, so I guess we were a little bit short on the iron for this, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and start setting this up. I did try to explain what I was doing here. What I'm going to try and do is set up a reactor like this. And this does make it difficult to see where your fuel rods are and where they aren't. But my exact center should be hollow, which this should be my exact center right here. So yeah, it's gonna be okay. I got a few more of these to go, but I'll go ahead and build this up as far as I can in the center. And then that's going to be it for now. Yep. I'll have control rods right here. This is as tall as it's going to get. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna have to wait to get some iron from my quarry. So I'll see you guys when I have the remainder of what I need. Okay, while I'm waiting on this, I can do a couple things. We will need a reactor controller. We will need a reactor redstone port. I actually want 2 of you. We'll also need a power tap. And we'll also need one of these guys. I won't need that. Actually, I'm going to want 2 of these guys. And I'm going to need a piston. Two of those guys. And I'll need a power tap. Where is my power tap? There we go. So let's come down here and figure out where we want these things placed. Personally, I'm going to have my control port right here for sure. And then probably this guy right here is going to be going right here. That's going to be my power switch. Either that or that one will be. Now my power tap, I'm doing in a different way than I did on Material Energy 4. Put you right there. And then you guys we're gonna put right here and right here, and then I'll wrench you, and he should now be, yeah, he should be an outlet mode, and he should be an inlet mode. And we'll automate putting, we'll put an import and an export bus right there. And what that will do is that will make it easy for us to get Yellorium into our reactor. And I guess for right now, that's all I can do. I just locked myself out of the reactor. That's okay. We can go in right here. Put you back up there. I'm working on melting down some jelly cryotium. It's a slow process. I'm also going to have to do liquid ender. And I'm going to need some drums. So let's get that off the bar before I place it somewhere that I don't want it. More hurry up and wait. Okay, while we're doing, let's get our vibrant capacitor, because we've already placed our power tap. Let's come down here and throw it in. Got a little ways before this thing is gonna behave. I just went ahead and, dang it, I just went ahead and did some mining. What I'll probably do is just fill this up. A vibrant capacitor can take power directly from a tap, and it can, and it's a multi-block. So each one of these will give me 25 million RF and 25,000 RF per tick of transmission, which I intend to use with either dimensional transceivers or tesseracts, either one. But I've got to get it running first. Let's see. Iron. How are we doing? We're still pulverizing. We're still sag milling it. And it's working on gravel right now, which is okay. I need the flint. Not even kidding, this jelly cryothium takes forever. And I would do this in a magma crucible. But, let's see if it shows me the recipes. Nope, it doesn't. But if I look up jelly cryothium, well, let's try a bucket. Yeah, magma crucible. That's what I should be doing. It may take me a little bit to get it done. But let's look it up. Magma crucible. If I just do the basic one, I should have a basic machine frame already. I need some nether brick, and I need one of these guys. What else was it? Invar gears. Did I have those? Yes, I do. And the reception coil. Okay. Just need the nether brick. Shouldn't be that big of a deal to get nether brick. If I don't have it already. I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then if I do it again, magma crucible. Bam. Got it. Now I just need to place it somewhere where I can give it power. This will work for right now. And then we'll just set you in there. This thing takes a lot of iron, but it's almost done. So close. I've got the inner core already set and ready to go. Dun dun dun! Alright, just got 2 more fuel rods to place. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that that's done, just finish filling in the cryothium, which I think I just have this one little section here left to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and do it. Awesome. I think I have my reactor glass in here. So we go there. Make sure all this is closed up top. Oh, also, I can take my drum back. If I get my wrench out of my thing. Awesome. And then come down here, and this should do it. Yes, awesome. Now I just have to fuel it. And it's going to take a lot of fuel, I think. And for this, we just need to fill up the reactor. So we do check and see how full we are. Okay, I feel better about that. So we'll get quite a bit of uranium stuff from the ender core running much faster. So let's grab you. Oh, well, it helps if I turn the reactor on. Activate reactor. Now that little trick there should have set all of these fuel rods to 95, which is going to help out my efficiency. It's going to bring down my power production, but it should settle down somewhere around 5,000. Still falling. Once I get the Enderium in there, it will be a big difference. Now I'm just gonna run the rest of my stuff off of the magma. Okay, there we go. Let's turn you to accept, turn you to accept, and you to that, and we should start powering this guy up at some point. This thing should really be just smoking now. Let's do ore. I mean, it should really be moving at this point. We'll let that go. I guess we could set up the work to turn this thing off, because I don't want it constantly running. I want see, yeah, perfect. So, but the way I'm going to set this up is if this storage drops below about 70%, I'll turn it on, and yeah, and if it drops, and once it gets, no, I think I'll set it for about 50. If it drops below 50, we'll flip the reactor on. I keep forgetting to talk. Guess it's not really important right now. Disable. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll come here, go to this one, emit signal when storage is less than 75% full. Let's do 50 and stop at 75. Okay, this is reading a lot better now. It's yeah, that's what I needed to see. So it was taking energy from that. Now it's running between 1,000 and 3,000 RF per tick. And this is only powering our intercore right now, so that's gonna work. Okay, actually one other thing I want to do before I call this one done is, let's go ahead and run this way until I figure out how I want to connect it at the reactor. Okay, and I think actually dang it. Yep. I gotta go back and get those stupid conduits. Because we're producing so much power now, these Enderman spawners are Enderman. Yeah, my Enderman powered spawner that I made and didn't tell you about. Can now run at all times, and it uses about it uses about 1,600 RF per tick to run at basic speed. Then I can get rid of that, and then I'll have an access back there. Okay, let's see here if we're working. If that's on, it should be draining. Oh wait, it's not connected to anything. Never mind. Okay, hopefully, and it probably won't be, but hopefully this is enough. Okay. Yes. Awesome. Now that should get power. That's kind of refreshing because with both the Ender Quarry and that Enderman spawner running simultaneously, I'm still taking positive, and I'm doing okay on efficiency. Once I get that once I get this liquid ender in there, we should be good. Okay, last thing before we wrap up. Running that thing just a little bit, I was able to get the liquid ender I need to finish off this reactor. Okay, not a huge improvement, but almost 4,000 RF per tick is a lot more than I need right now. I'm able to run my Enderman spawner basically non-stop. I also have my Ender Quarry going. That's running non-stop. So, all in all, this was a great move up. And we should just be getting Ender Pearls for free now. Yep. Awesome. Because you can't have too many Ender Pearls. Also something we could do for Ender Pearls, I got... when I found that dungeon earlier, it had some Ender Lily seeds in it. We may check that out. I may do something with Steve's Factory Manager like I did. And... what did I do? I have demos somewhere. There they are. I need to research those. Yeah, so what I was saying is I may use Steve's Factory Manager to do an Ender Pearl farm, much like I did on Material Energy 4. Now, that thing tended to work out pretty well. It's just expensive. So, bases, and this is not our actual base. It did occur to me that that I forgot something in here. One other thing I need to do with cobblestone is start compressing it so we can make a portal to the deep dark. Let's take a look at our ingots. Ingots are looking good. Get that into the thousands. We may run it in the nether too, I just have to wait and see. Get us loaded up on cobalt and ardite. Not that we're going to need a ton of it going forward. But the nether ores give you a different rate of production, so that's worth checking out anyways. Well guys, it's been a long episode. I appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode.